Drawing a moose tag in Idaho is a pretty big deal. You can shoot one in your entire life. There's only a handful of units that have moose that they give out tags for, and when they do give out tags, it's not very many. A lot of people wait a long time to get one.
I came from the mud, there's dirt on my hands. Strong like a tree, there's roots where I stand. Oh, I've been running from the law. Hope they won't shoot me down soon.
Still doesn't feel real yet.
There's no rush. That's the biggest thing. There's no rush. Like, don't have to make a decision today. Don't have to get excited or nervous. I've got so much time. Yeah.
Day one, we get out there. We have 7 of us glassing this, what I thought was the best spot in the whole unit. So where I'd seen a great bull. Buddy I knew that was elk hunting it had seen the same bull. I was pretty confident he was going to be in there. We were going to roll up there and we were going to shoot him and get out of there. I've seen the most moose here out of anywhere else, so we're gonna try and see what we can turn up. Moose are weird, man. They just wander around everywhere. I've literally seen them in every part of this area, so we want to really pick it apart, and then just hoping to find a good, just you look at it, you're like, oh yeah, that's a bull moose, dude. I've had nightmares about shooting a little moose. We glassed that out for 4 or 5 hours and did not see a moose. Saw a ton of elk, ton of deer, not a moose.
He's wide.
I was like a punch in the face right off the bat. Oh, here we go. This is gonna be a real hunt. This isn't gonna be just to drive up there, find one and shoot it and come home. It's about to get real. Glassed out that spot this morning. Didn't see any moose, so we just split up. They're gonna go that way, we're gonna go this way, and we're gonna see if we can turn anything up just off the road. And then we might hike into some stuff tonight and see what we can pull up.
Cold like 0 degrees. I'm out the cage, gotta let out the beast. Revolutionary, gotta let out the streets. Locked in the cage, I'ma let out the wake up, get out the sheets.
There's a good spot over there that I want to go look at.
Take the west side, take on the east. I'ma put them in the cage, never let out the
Nothing I want to pull the trigger on quite yet, but a couple bucks down there. There's elk over there. We're seeing lots of stuff. It's gorgeous up here, so that's been cool. But let's see if we can't find a nice bull to step out of here somewhere. Day 2. Yesterday we kind of tore this place apart. Glassed here in the morning, then we went and drove around, checked out a bunch of meadows, a bunch of willow stuff, did some calling. My dad and Fowler, they found 2 smaller, decent bulls. We also did death march up to the top of this ridge, looked over the back, didn't see anything in here, so we're doing a quick little just glassing session here this morning, and then we're gonna go probably split off into 3 groups and start trying to cover some ground. Yeah, I was hoping something would be in this little one of these pockets this morning, but they are not here like they were in the summer. Ah! Those valleys we were in yesterday, Alex, those would be good to go look at again. There's some roads that shoot up to the top of that, and then you could go up to where the road kind of ends at. And then there's a really good logging road. You can kind of just walk a couple hundred yards down. You can see the whole thing really good.
I'll end up coming around and then come back down where we all met yesterday. I'll come over Porcupine Pass and come back down through.
Day 2, I was pretty frustrated. The hardest part about this was all the freaking cows everywhere. You look 4 miles away and you're like, dude, there's a freaking bull on that mountain. It's gotta be. Dude, it's totally moose. And you stare at it for 30 minutes, yeah, that's a moo cow with ear tags in it. And we were seeing tons of elk and deer, which made it really annoying because we were like, okay, everything is here but a moose.
Hey, can you draw a better unit?
You're telling me. We watched some cows for about a half hour that we thought were moose, then we thought were cows, then we thought were moose, then we figured out were cows. Grant texted me and said they were talking to some people, said there's a nice bull hanging out by Chin Creek, so they're checking that out.
That was another spot the guy said. We said it's really thick.
Yeah. There's another spot I was thinking of, like, you know where you guys are at Moose Creek. You drive down there a way, there's a spot you can kind of get into that's like a little rock face, and you can glass over all the really thick stuff in there. That would be worth checking out.
Especially being warm.
If they're in here, I figured that's, yeah.
Yeah.
We'll loop this out and then haul ass up top of that mountain up there and see what we can see this evening.
Yeah, because it's what,
3:30? Yeah.
How long does it take to get up?
Hour? I don't know. I'm kind of thinking an hour, but I think it'll be less than an hour.
Yeah.
That's what I have in my head right now.
Yeah. We'll see what the water looks like.
Yeah. Oh, there's a cow elk. Head sticking out.
I see her.
By the end of day 2, we had seen like one dinky bull, and like the groups kind of spread out, and I think we were up to like 2 or 3 like kind of just dinky bulls we had found, and that was like the only moose we had seen. Pretty dinkies, unfortunately. I was frustrated. I was not feeling it. But I was kind of like, yeah, like, what are you gonna do? Like, you can kind of be mad about it or you can do something about it. So we just kind of kept going at it. The day before, I'd sent Grant and Alex into like this valley with the creek running through it. It was super thick, and they had found a bull, but they had no idea like how big he was, what he looked like, really anything. Hauled over there and ended up meeting up with them to try and glass that guy back up. They're like right there.
Right there, I see.
Yeah, see that clearing with that one little tree in the middle of it towards the top? They're standing right there.
I see.
Well, I think we sit here for a sec and see what happens, and then we can make a move. I think we could totally loop this stuff and find him. I'd love to call bull one, that'd be cool.
No, he's decent, Caden.
He's decent, but I don't know, he's not big.
He's got some nice fronts and some nice satellites.
Yeah, he's not bad at all, actually. Yeah, let's shoot kind of like straight down through the funnel, and we can see if that bull you guys saw sitting in those freaking Quakies. And then we can let's get right up on that ridge. That's probably gonna be a couple 100-yard shot if he's there.
Yeah, hopefully he's laying down in the trees right there or something.
Yeah.
I just think if we get on that ridge and he did drop further down, we're gonna have to get higher.
We're gonna have to get creative. But yeah, no, I like that. Is that the pine tree? Farther? That's it. Just these Quakies right here. Go that way, get around these aspens. Well, our current holdup is we can't see really anything. They were down there in that clear stuff, and then they kind of just shot down to the bottom of that. Homeboy's up in a tree trying to see them. This brush is 7 feet tall. Not really easy to see through.
Let's go to that open stuff. Okay.
We got into this big, awesome opening, started calling, and I was like, man, this would be like the perfect spot to call a bull moose in. He didn't come in, so we kind of just kept working around. We came around this side hill, and you know, we're all together. We're kind of trying to look down into where he was, and we're like, I remember looking at Joe, and I'm like, dude, we're gonna have to get dirty and go in there and find this thing. We went down to the bottom, and I kind of figured what would happen is, you know, he'd be down there somewhere. Moose aren't super skittish like elk or deer are. And so we kind of kept going through there. I remember I stopped and called, and we just hear a, ooh, and we're like, what the heck?
This way. I see you right there.
The bull's just sitting there, like probably 60, 70 yards from us. We kind of were thinking like, yeah, let's chase him. Like, I didn't think he'd go very far, and he would just stop and look back at us, and if he was good, you know, make a split-second decision and shoot him, hopefully. And he was a little faster than us.
Yards from us, and he ended up spooking, and he went around the mountain, and I think he's sitting in these willows somewhere in here. Yeah, that's kind of what happened. I think the bull's a good bull. I wish it didn't happen like that.
I kind of came to the conclusion that we should just kind of back out and maybe form a little more of a strategic play for the evening. So we went and we met up with my dad and Fowler, and kind of just gave them the rundown. And then I kind of just sent everyone to a spot to watch, and then we ended up going kind of to the backside of where I thought his cows were at, kind of just hoping, you know, they might work their way out of there and go down into the bottom or some meadow, or, you know, just that we'd be able to catch a glimpse of them and we could make a move on them. We were seeing elk around us and hearing them bugle like crazy, which was cool, but, you know, I hadn't seen a moose. So I'm kind of walking around this field, you know, trying to see if there's a little corner I can peek around and see if there's a moose anywhere. I kind of look up in the direction where we'd seen that bull come out of earlier. I just caught a glimpse of something moving through there. And over the camera guys, and I was like, we gotta go. He was kind of moving in that direction towards that pond we had seen earlier in the day and that big meadow on the bottom. We pretty much just dead sprinted towards the ridge that, you know, we had bumped him off of earlier in the day, kind of just hoping we would be able to see him down in there.
First shot, sent it. I looked back at Joe and I was like, dude, is he hit? He's like, I don't know, shoot again.
Look, I can't tell. Hit him again, hit him again. Where is he? He's to the right, he's to the right. Move your.
I turned around like, you guys see him? Like, what just happened?
The shot felt good.
We didn't really know if he was dead or not. Like, we didn't know if we killed him. I didn't even know if I hit him, but I felt really good about both my shots. I was like, there's no way, I didn't hit him on either of those shots.
Is he down?
He's laying right over there, dude.
Dude, let's freaking go!
He's freaking laying right there.
I was like, there's no way I missed.
I know that felt good.
I couldn't really believe it at first. Like, didn't really feel real that it just happened that fast, man. Like it was so slow, all up kind of like until like the last like 4 or 5 hours of that day. Like things were just starting to pick up really fast. It was pretty nuts. Like walking up on him, like that is a whole nother animal. Like I've killed my fair share of elk, and that is like a whole nother level to it. And just the fact that like everyone could be there, like we were all such a big part of it, like I just thought it was so cool. And it's kind of like exactly what I wanted, like mature bull, everyone was there, everyone got to be a big part of it. It was like I couldn't have drawn it up any better than like how it ended up going down.